Basically, I take my drill. This is your center line hinge. We're putting hinges into the wing. So I just take a drill bit and drill a spreader right down the center of the hinge. And some people put a pin in their hinge right in the center. I don't know if you can see that or not. And that's just to stop it, so when you feed the hinge into the slot, the pin will stop it at halfway. So that's where that's going to be. And I'll pull my pin out and take some thin CA and just poke it back, and I'm going to drop about 3 drops into this side of the hole, and it's going to get down in there and follow that tunnel and wick the hinge in. And I'm going to flip it back to the other side and go to the other side of the hole. So I just got a little messy glue on there, and that's it. That's how you pin your hinges. And of course, wipe off your excess glue so we don't get those little white gray ghost things on there. Nothing worse than that. So you can see now, either way, it's pretty much easy. As long as your hinge goes in easy, you can put the glue on the hinge first and put it in there. But the best way to do it is get your hinge set, drill the hole first, then get your hinge set, and go ahead and pump in the glue. We're going to mount the wing onto the aircraft, and then we're going to line up the ailerons to make sure that they're going to be not touching the fuselage side. And the way I usually do it, like I said, you can drill the hole straight down inside and then use some thin CA and pour a couple drops on each side of the hole. I usually just wick the end of the hinge, and just in the front part, about almost up to the middle, because when I push it in, it's going to push it right up to the middle. And I just set it in there. Have a paper towel on hand, which I don't at the moment. But remember, you're working quickly here to get it in there. So it's a good idea to go ahead and pre-put the hinges in to make sure that they're working right, or make sure they're going to fit in there before you put the glue on there, because if you can't, well, then you're going to be in trouble. You have to put another hinge somewhere else if you can't get the hinge in or out, or it doesn't glue right. So I've pre-done all my hinges. I'm just going to do it this way, mount all my hinges across the wing, and then I'll put the wing on the fuselage so I can figure out exactly where the ailerons are going to sit before I glue the ailerons to it. Right on. But the best way to do it is to drill the center hole straight down into the wood, right in the middle of the hinge hole, and then put the hinge in. That way you're not trying to fight time or whatever like that. I know mine are going to work this way because this is the way I've been doing it for years, so this is why I do it this way. But the hole in the center of the slot is definitely the best way to go. And if you get any zap or anything like that on the wing itself, wipe it right off, because it'll leave a nice white ghosty looking mark on your monocoat job. And that's as easy as that's going to be. So I got 6 more hinges to go. Okay, I got my hinges, or my wing on the fuselage. I got my hinges glued into the wing. So now I'm going to glue them into the ailerons. I went and drilled the holes in the center of the hinge slots, and now I'm just going to add some CA. I'm going to drop it down and just add some CA to those center holes. Let it wick into the hinge. Give it about 3 drops on this side, and I'm going to go down the whole wing and do it that way, and then I'm going to flip the plane over and do it on the other side. But as you can see, I got clearance here. Make sure you're flexible. Make sure that you got your full deflections going, so you don't have it too close. Basically, I snug it right up to the thing, and then just give it up and down, and that pulls it to where it's got to be. So there we go. We're going to glue in the hinges on the air.